Hi, folks. Thanks for stopping by. We've just taken our most recent article and converted it into a podcast so that you can listen to it on the go. Yes, we used AI, but the insights we share aren't diluted in any way. Enjoy.
So we're diving into why so much small business content just flops, you know?
Yeah, it's like shouting into the void sometimes. It really is.
Exactly. This article, Why Most Small Business Content Fails, claims it's not about showing up more.
Oh, I'm intrigued. So what is it about then?
Apparently, it's a system problem, not a consistency problem.
Okay, I'm listening. Tell me more. Tell me more.
The article says most small businesses are stuck in a cycle. Create, publish, nothing. Sound familiar?
Painfully so. It's like you're constantly starting from scratch, right?
Right. And the author argues it's not a lack of effort, but a lack of a system.
So it's not about doing more, but how you're doing it.
Precisely. It's effort without amplification. The article calls out the consistency is king mantra as a lie. Harsh, right?
But true. Consistency without a plan is just noise.
Exactly. The author quotes HubSpot saying only 29% of marketers use content strategically.
Wow, that's a low number. So most are just throwing stuff at the wall, hoping something sticks?
Seems like it. The article says content works based on how it flows, not how often you post. There's a great quote in the article, "Content is fire. Social media is gasoline."
Ooh, I like that. So you need the fire first, right?
Exactly. Most small businesses are throwing gasoline at empty air, according to the author.
Makes sense. And you need substance before you can amplify it, yeah.
So what's the solution then? The author says it's not a content problem, it's a flow problem.
Meaning what exactly?
Most strategies aren't designed as systems. They're disconnected actions.
So instead of building on each other, everything just resets, huh?
Exactly. The article says the difference between content that compounds and content that disappears isn't quality. It's design. The article contrasts disconnected content with a connected content system. Random posts versus a core topic per week.
Makes sense. You need a foundation to build on.
Exactly. A long-form authority asset, repurposed distribution assets, each platform with a specific role.
And all roads leading back to a lead magnet or offer, right?
Bingo. Same effort, completely different outcome. The first reason content fails. Creating posts, not assets. Short-form content that disappears.
Yeah, those quick updates are distribution fragments, not foundations.
The author quotes Rand Fishkin, "The best content doesn't just attract attention, it compounds value over time."
So stop starting with posts, start with core assets. Got it.
A long-form blog post or video that solves a problem in depth. The source code for everything else. Reason number 2, treating every platform like a separate job. Burnout City, right?
LinkedIn, Instagram, email, each needing something completely new.
The article quotes Ross Simmons, "Don't create more content. Create less and distribute it better."
Think like a refinery, not a content creator. Refine, don't invent. I like that.
One core asset becomes multiple formats. One input, multiple outputs. Reason 3, publishing for attention instead of intent. Chasing trends instead of solving problems.
Attention without intent is unstable. Views without buyers. Makes sense.
The author quotes Mark Schaefer, "Marketing without strategy is just noise. Strategy gives content a job."
Build around intent-driven content. What are people actively searching for? That's key.
Meet them mid-search. Don't interrupt them. Reason 4, no path from content to conversion. The reader finishes, nods, and leaves.
Attention leaks by default. You have to guide it, right?
The author quotes Donald Miller, "If you confuse, you lose. If you don't guide, they won't act."
Every piece of content needs a job. Lead magnet, checklist, email list, something to grab them.
Guide the reader to the next step. And finally, reason 5, not building a system that compounds. Treating content like a timeline.
Post, disappears, repeat. Starting from zero every time. It's exhausting.
The author quotes Andrew Wilkinson, "Build assets, not campaigns."
Treat content like infrastructure. A library, not a feed.
Build once, optimize forever. Old content isn't dead, it's underutilized. So what's the system that fixes all this mess?
Structure. Stop starting from scratch every week. Seriously.
The article outlines a 3-stage system: creation engine, distribution engine, conversion engine.
Create, distribute, convert. That's the machine, right?
Turn ideas into repeatable content, move content through channels intentionally, turn traffic into leads. So the key takeaway? It's not about doing more, it's about building a system that works for you.
Exactly. Stop chasing consistency and start building a content machine.
That was a great discussion. Thanks for sharing your insight.
Thanks for listening. We create new episodes every week and post on Thursdays. Consider subscribing and clicking the notification bell so that you're alerted when the next podcast goes live. See you next week.